There we go. All right. So, all right, everybody, welcome to the Truth Tribe. I'm Dawn Thompson. Thank you for being here. You're all perfect, exactly where you are right now. There is absolutely nothing wrong with you, and I love you all. Now, I'm going to start with a tiny bit of housekeeping. I'll remind you at the end. Tonight is our last Facebook broadcast because I do not like to complain about people, but it's just the algorithms and everything are just ridiculous. So I'm moving the live stream over to YouTube from now on. So those of you, I do it for a reason. I want everybody logged in. I want everybody registered. I want everybody in the Zoom so you can all participate in the Q&A, which I can see here and we can answer, and it can be private or public. But in order to live stream, I'm moving over to YouTube because there's less shenanigans going on over there. Facebook hides us. So a lot of people can't find it there either. And sometimes people, when they can't log in to Facebook or into the Zoom call, they want to get into Facebook, and Facebook's not truly doing a good job. They're hiding me as there as well. So tonight is the last night live streaming on Facebook. If you see it coming up on and you're alerted that there's a Truth Tribe call and you can't get into the Zoom for whatever reason, go to YouTube. It'll be live streaming there. Okay, so I'll remind you all, but we're just moving the live stream over to YouTube because I'm not playing games, because you know me, I don't like follow rules. So we're done with rule following. And yes, Zoom will always be here. We will always be in Zoom because this is where I'm going to start doing inviting guests on, and we're going to have a new kind of protocol. We're going to run it around the whole thing. Like I told you, the mind, body, spirit aspect, these three portals, but really they're representing our nature, our nurture, our knowledge, and our activation, right? The three steps, or three steps that have to get you into activating your life. And truly, a lot of you've already been through that. And a lot of you haven't. And people come in new and they're like, how do I start? So I'm making everything very simple. 4 steps, right? You can go through all of them the first 3 very fast, and then join us for retreats and events. But that's kind of how I'm going to try to like make this so simplified down. It's like a first grader could use it. Okay. So let's get started. Tonight's topic, your life is the current Netflix special. And I'm going to get into why in a minute, but I've been really digging deep into my own shadows lately, right? We all have. They've all been coming up with, Pluto and Aquarius and all this stuff. So I've been diving deep into my own personal shadows when they come up. And I always look for patterns. I'm like the pattern person. And if you look for patterns, you're going to start seeing your life so much more clearly. Okay. And after a few recent healing sessions with my coaches that included several past life discussions. So if you haven't done past life regressions or meditations on past lives, you can do that. But this wasn't really meditation. It was more coaching around lifetimes. And so there were discussions of former lives that I had, right? And I did this. There's a gnat flying around. So I did a mental spreadsheet basically. And I saw that no matter if I was a male or a female or the aggressor or the insecure or the powerful or the pauper, okay, the same pattern was there of not showing, of not showing my authentic power for fear of A, being abandoned or beaten and belittled or killed for my knowledge of truth, which is why I'll be honest, I always hold back a little bit, even though I'm a little bit sassy. There's been this aspect deeper within me of going, you know what? Where is this coming from? And I do share it with all of you, but then there's this next level, right? Where we have to all go to the activation level of activating your true God source power. You are all perfect. And so when I bring that up, people are like, yeah, I know she says I'm perfect. You really are. You're divine consciousness. So when I saw this pattern of no matter what lifetime I was reviewing, it's the same life now. Okay. And it was like this entirety of the universe and my oneness to the universe, everything in the universe that matched me, it all made sense. It all came together. So as much as We all want to claim our humanness, right? Like this oh, we're physical and you have to, yes, you have to experience emotions and things and experience this life, okay? But we're all molecular humans, right? We're all made of molecules matching images in symbolic form, the symbols. So everything out there, person, place, experience, things, pain, whatever, is symbolism. So you're here to see, right, your patterns from multiple past lives or the repeating pattern in this life of those last lifetimes, all those lifetimes, that are asking you to choose your dream reality. They're like, when are you going to choose? And we all have been, which is what's been raising our consciousness into the fourth dimension, fifth dimension. Again, we're not going anywhere. We're just awakening to more energy and ability to hold it. And so now it's time to choose that dream reality. And people are like, well, I chose it, Dom, but did you really? Because I was doing the same thing. Am I really choosing it? Am I choosing it to a boundary? Because I don't care who you are in this lifetime, CEO, mom, farmer, an accountant, an artist. I don't care what your job, a builder, a healer, it doesn't matter. The job is irrelevant. It's what you're choosing to live into that dream reality. And are you really choosing it, or are you hitting right up to the boundary? So here's a question for you tonight to start off the night about your patterns. Are you open-minded enough to stop embracing life from sucking to badassery? Right? Are you open-minded enough to stop embracing your life? Because we embrace the pain or we embrace the badass. So are you open to embracing your life that you're living, you're going to start living out of are you going to keep living sucking or badassery? My life sucks and my life's a badass. So if you can think of it from that perspective, are you open-minded enough to embrace how you live? How many of you realized, like, if you've even thought of it, right? What you believed in the past may not be what you believe today. And you're like, but I know this is true for me today. I know who I am. But this thing from the past keeps showing up, and go, why do I do that? Because with the perfect part, okay, just what if there's nothing wrong with you? What if you're not broken? What if there's nothing to fix? Because if you let go of fixing, I want you to think of, if I let go of fixing shit, you have to let go of everything that you've been focusing on to fix yourself. This is the only memory of pattern pain, right? The pain is the choice point, right? When we get into pain, we're like, oh, this is a choice point to embrace it, or instead of, I gotta learn, something's wrong with me, I'm sick, I'm sad, I'm fat, I'm lonely, I'm alone, I'm depressed, I'm abandoned, all these things. And then if you embrace it, you have to fix it, right? And so your energy to everyone around you is visual. And if you look at the patterns in this lifetime for yourself, I guarantee all of you will see the same patterns in any past life regression you choose to look at as well in a meditation. Or go back into your epigenetics, your scientific epigene, which is, remember, the emotional, the memory gene, the emotion gene of thought, if you want a scientific description of it. If you don't want to do spiritual meditation, do the epigenetic and see how you're repeating these past life patterns, okay? Raising your sucking self-worth, right, is not about letting go of yourself. It's a letting go, you guys, is realizing how perfect you are and that there's nothing to fix. Self-worth is realizing that all the programs that you've been given, all the lies, all the misunderstandings, all the programming has kept you safe in a way that you allowed you to work around others to make sure that you wouldn't have to experience past life, this life as a younger you, of nurturing programs from childhood again. Right? So all that programming you worked around, you used forms to keep you safe again, only to fall into the trap, okay, of repeatedly attracting the same problem so you can fix it. And the memory of success for you is safety, and safety means I'm not okay. I need to be safe. I need to be safe, and we're constantly going trying to control it instead of wait. I have control of this. So what if there's nothing to fix, right? What if you're safe? You're the most safe in your authentic version. What if you let go of the idea or the illusion that you've been told by the billion-dollar industries or that something is wrong with you? Then where do you go? Right? Where do you go? All right. This is the big question of what dream reality do you want? And people are like, but it's a dream. No, it's not a dream. The dream is real. The dream is you right now. And I want to remind you all, self-love is not just about constantly giving yourself praise and standing in the mirror of affirmations and telling yourself how awesome you are. I believe that. But that's more discipline. That's not about self-love and self-worth. It's about loving the real you, the true, authentic you, the person who has a few weak spots and allows those few spots to cripple you. Someone who unravels under criticism, who at times in life has failed and fears that might disappoint others, and so you're crippled by movement. Loving the real you is saying, this is authentic me, and I'm gonna be her. Self-love is not about this flowery self-talk, my friends. It's not. And everybody's getting lost in this abundant, overwhelming, like constant stream of information. So it's about making a commitment to yourself that will stick. You're going to stick by you. You're going to stick by yourself, even if no one else will. Okay. You must love yourself as though your life depends on it. This life, not past lives, not what happened, not this last 8 years, 20 years, 50 years ago. It's about right now, this life. You have to love yourself as if your life depends on it. It's about seeing the real you, the true you, and stepping into that person. Because at this point, you are being taught that everything is wrong. I mean, you guys can't tell me you don't see this. Everything is wrong with everything. Your food, the people, the places, everything is burning to the ground. You're like, well, if everything's wrong, what do I do? Pick your dream reality. So if that's true and everything's wrong with everything, external illusion of fear is your master and it's not your choice. It's just mastered you and told you where to be afraid in those little weak spots instead of going, no, 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 no. It's about accepting the reality, the current reality that you're facing. And to see the real you is repeating low frequency patterns and not intentionally trying to suffer. The real you is going, oh my gosh, I'm repeating this. And you're trying to repeat it so you don't have to suffer, because if you go outside of that box, what will happen? Someone said, so if I let go of fixing me, will I realize I get to just focus on choosing happy? Yes. But choosing happy is suffering probably to you, because things that you want, other people are not going to want, guaranteed. So what is happening, my friends, is your soul is recycling and reincarnating each life to reclaim your divinity in your body, in your mind, in your soul. We talk about this. We talk about God, Christ, Lord, like divine consciousness in the DMT method. This little gnat, I don't know if you can see it, but it is literally harassing me. So each time you carry the baggage, right, with you from not just this last life, not the life you've been in this last, how many years, okay? But from all your lifetimes, you carry them all in one little suitcase, okay? And you have mastered many of the 12 fractals of your reality, but you came here to 10x the last few. Because you are all spiritual masters. You are all spiritual warriors. There is no doubt in my mind, anyone on my calls, you need to know you're not here to play small. You don't vibrate at these discussions if you're playing small. But what's hard for so many to grasp at this time is that because Pluto went into Aquarius, this is a huge frequency shift. And in Aquarius, the suffering in the lineage of your ancestors or your past life like DNA spiritual, or I should say your DNA frequencies is like a whole blueprint of papers. They're all rolled up. And all of a sudden they all got set on fire because Aquarius said, we're not doing that way no more. And you're like, what do we do then? But if you don't follow that blueprint inside your cells, which is carrying that baggage, what do you do then? Because you're already perfect, right? And then this age of Aquarius energy, of Aquarian energy, is pulling you into the quantum living in the now. But if all you know, instead of quantum, which is everything is you, you are everything, and all you know is polarity, this and that, good and bad, right and wrong, evil and love, you're going to really, really be frustrated. I get it. I get it. You can't comprehend how simplistic it is to look at what has shifted in our consciousness on this planet to manifest your desires. It's so simple, but it took me a while to wrap my brain around laying down these patterns of cycling. Okay. The universe, you guys, is like a holographic funhouse. We've all been to the funhouse, right? At the fair, and it's holographic images, like you're walking through the house of mirrors, looking at yourself at different frequencies. Sometimes you're stretched, sometimes you're little, sometimes you're super big, sometimes you're wide, but they're all you. Okay. So the universe is this holographic fun house, basically, and we're not having fun anymore because we're like taking it so serious. So you choose to look at your life, your current now, think of your current reality, right? And you look at your life reality, wanted or unwanted, with complete truth. If you can do that, you choose what you look like in the maze of mirrors. And when you change, so will the reflections in those mirrors that are reflecting back to you, because that's what the holographic universe looks like. Okay. And so people, places, experience will change to match your new frequency because you chose to change and not repeat. So the truth about seeing who you are, being now in your self-respect, is the only way to manifest anything you want to create your dream reality. You have to see the truth about you. Like this person just said, oh, so I got to let go of fixing me and I have to just focus on what I truly want, which is to happiness and joy and things that make me happy. Yeah, because she already knows that. She just keeps trying to fix her so she can adapt to everyone else instead of being her. The version that you dislike right now, right? Let me make this real visual for you guys, okay? It's easier to see these things when they're visual. Holographic universe, okay? The version that you dislike in this current, the version that you don't like about yourself is your current Netflix special. That's what's going on for all of you, okay? So let's just, everybody assume you're all sitting here, and instead of watching me or around me, okay, you're sitting on your couch and you go on Netflix and you've got all the options of your life to pick from. You're on the screen, right? This Netflix video, this TV is your life. And if you think about it, you have all these options to pick from. They're all you. Every one you pick on that Netflix screen, they're all versions of you. But you're not quite sure which has been, which one you should watch, right? Because there are sometimes like I watch something 100 times, I'm like, okay, I can't watch that again, right? You're so drawn to, then you start going, well, maybe I'll watch a few new ones. I'll watch that new one. But you're like, I don't know if this would be a good or not. Should I watch it? Should I spend an hour or two, waste all my time in this movie or this show, or should I watch the mini trailer? You are now viewing your very own Netflix channel, everybody. Your life is your own Netflix channel. Every lifetime of yours in your reality right now, and every lifetime you've had, is your reality screen of your life. And all the things in your reality are mini trailers that you did once and you can participate again. And a lot of you, these videos, movies on there that are your life, you've watched that one video and that movie probably 50 times, 50 lifetimes. You've played out that movie. And in this current lifetime, we're in hyperspeed scanning. So instead of having to watch the entire movie when we had less ability to see our life, right? Less ability to understand what's going on, right? Instead of watching the entire movie, your entire lifetime over and over and over again, lifetime, family member, in order to learn if you like it or not, if you really want to do that again or not, right? Because you thought it was about someone else, not you. And I hate to break the news to you all, but this is always about you, and everything, every person, every experience in your life is reflecting you to you. So that's what you're experiencing now in your consciousness. You are looking at each aspect of your life and a cellular memory of a past life. Remember, the cells hold memory, and a repeating feeling when it appears to check your ownership of your life. Do you want to own this and keep this or not? Do you want to keep watching this movie you're in right now or not? In all honesty, my friends, I've been in like super resistance to this new, and I know you all know what I'm talking about, this new trendy teaching, right? Or the new trendy, so, digital media kind of trend, teaching you, and you gotta do this in 30 seconds, Dawn, in 60 seconds, in 2 minutes, in 7-minute clips of information on any digital source, especially social media. They're like, okay, Dawn, you gotta do that one in 1 minute. You gotta make that in 30. I'm like, how do I say all of this in that? And what I realized when I put this all in a pattern, those are mini trailer clips of my big long-term information of who I am, what I teach, and how to open up to the world, right? And when we're all being asked to make information condensed in a faster download of movie clips to see that they're all the same, which is always uncomfortable because you've been told it will take your whole lifetime to master something and become really good at it, but not in this new quantum Aquarius age and generation. Okay, so now everything in Aquarius rules truth, community, connection, science, future. And Aquarius rules sudden change, sudden many views, causing sudden, fast, intentional changes. And that includes shifting out of the suffering paradigm and into the solution consciousness. So when you find enough mini messages of reality that you enjoy first, like enough mini clips and mini versions of someone, or you go onto your Netflix and you watch enough mini trailers, and finally no, not in that mood. I want to be in a good mood. I want to watch happy. I watch a lot of love. I'll give you an honest answer. I watch a lot of Hallmark, soft, just fluff to calm my energy and keep it in love, right? So I'll look for a lot of mini trailers of reality to enjoy before I go, nope, I'm going to deep dive and really invest my time into that one. That's where I want my energy. And so then you're leaving this whole deep dive first into these long, intensives of information that aren't doing you a whole lot of good except for one little snippet, but you wasted an hour, a week, or a year on it. Okay, so instead you're leaving that deep dive first, and then you realize, oh man, that wasn't for me. And you were getting slow progress, where now this short mini trailer type of teaching finally made sense to me. Now I was like, okay, I'll do it. Then you can all come to my long stuff and my events and the longer courses, or even if it's a 2-hour course, you're not wasting your time because you know what she's going to talk about. So it's your channel filter, my friends. This reality you're in, mini clips of everything. Seeing someone quickly that you meet and you're like, ooh, do I want to spend a lot of time with them, or do I need an exit strategy? Dating, you're seeing people like, text me if I'm okay, and then I'll tell you no, and it's an exit. Like, we're doing things fast because we're not wasting our freaking time anymore on things that do not serve us. And so I was sitting in meditation with all this, like I said, deep diving on myself and kind of trying to understand where this is all coming from. And I asked my guides for, like, what's a simplistic way to make this visual for you all? Like, how can we heal pain if nothing's wrong with us? Okay. And the truth is that you're all masters of your realities. You just forgot. And now you're getting a glimpse of how to do it. Now you're here to see your own physical, mental, and emotional trauma, and pollution is a choice to stop believing what you're told and believe what you dream instead, because thoughts become things And I'm telling you, it's science. It's quantum physics. Thoughts become things. You have to be a thought to create a human being. It has to be a thought, a divine thought coming from God's spark of light consciousness, passing through the black hole, passing through the galaxy to become a physical thing. It's science. This is all scientific quantum field theory. So I'm not giving you anything that's not real, but you have to have the thought of, I'm only going to live my dream. And I'm going to show you how in a little bit. Fast. Right? And so you've been seeing experiences outside of yourself, mini trailer clips of every movie you've ever experienced in the entirety of all your incarnations. Is that not freaking crazy? And people are like, no, I'm doing it again in this life. No, you're doing small clips of it, and you get to choose now not to watch a new movie. And the moment that you decide that you're no longer going to repeat any of those suffering movies, you can choose to ignite your receiving frequencies in the form of abundance and love and courage and truth. So nobody outside of you, my friends, I'm telling you, they're begging you to watch. Nobody outside of you, bad guys, aliens, the elites, the government, the doctors, the educators, the religious leaders, whoever the hell it is you're taking serious. They can't hurt you if you know your truth. These are all simply reflections of the environments you were drawn to in your memories, in your history of DNA memory. So your cellular memory draws to those things, this is still true, right? See, you're still going to hurt me, right? You're still going to abandon me. You're still going to, make me sick. You're still going to leave, whatever it is. You're still going to, keep me poor, right? You're still going to restrict me. Those are cellular memories. And you no longer have to associate or watch their authority or control over you in this lifetime. It's simply a fractal, a mirror mismatch now. And you have to choose to have a mismatch now, if that makes sense to you. So that hologram of mirrors, right? The fun house, you have to start making it only the fun house of mirrors you want to be, so that what you see is the you who you want to be in that dream life. So any physical, and I mean any physical, any mental, or any spiritual reality that you are struggling with right now, I want you to think of one, okay? They all fit into these 12 fractals of reality, okay? So a few topics that fall into those 12 categories are self-worth, money, communication, home, security, romance, children, health, partnerships, change, intimacy, receiving. It's a big one right now, receiving, spirituality, religion, education, career, social connection, your mental health, your spirituality. Okay, so one or multiples of these causing you struggles, right? You've been given the opportunity to see it and choose to watch a different movie when the trailer appears, to make sure that this new movie doesn't have the same theme and you're avoiding the truth again. Because I see people doing this all the time. All the time, clients, relentless, and it's not their fault. It's just my point I'm trying to show you is, I will work with clients for all, they got it, and they'll jump right into something else. Like, well, that's not the same environment, so it can't be the same. It's always you having the same frequency in a different environment, pulling in the same pattern, the same freaking movie, my friends. So this is your Netflix special. You are on the screen and you get to decide which movies will play in your reality. Or you can catapult your dream life into the quantum abundant frequency. You can do this by, down the road, if you go through my 1 through 3 steps, they're videos, right? They're courses, they're mini courses, but you can do this by attending my deep dive DMT method, which is the activation method. That's in October, or you can do it right now, which I'm going to give you a mini version of my awakening for you. I suggest you do both, right? But if any of you are struggling right now, I'm going to give you a very fast phrase, and I'll post it also in the Facebook, the Truth Tribe group. Remember, it says Facebook, it says Truth Tribe with Dawn Thompson. So if you're not in it, just go open your Facebook and put Truth Tribe with Dawn Thompson. You'll see my face. Just say, yes, I want to be in the group if you want a copy of this, okay? I did post it today on social media. but I want you all to repeat after me, okay? I want you all to use this as a daily mantra. Ready? Repeat after me. Because today we are eliminating all those stupid bullshit story movies that you've been playing. I'm telling you, thousands and thousands and thousands of lifetimes. Ready? This is your new mantra for abundance, attracting abundance. I eliminate all toxins, physical and emotional, restricting any cells in my entire energetic, mental, and physical body. I now receive an increased frequency of abundant love and light into every cell of my mental, spiritual, and physical DNA. Okay. I will post that, like I said, in the Facebook group so you guys can save it and save it to your phone and repeat it. Now, let's simplify this even more. I want you all to repeat after me. I want you all to just imagine your dream reality, even if there's only 4 things you can imagine right now. Again, I teach everyone how to ignite all 12 aspects of your reality. We shouldn't be playing small and only succeeding in like 1 or 2 areas. I'm really successful financially. I'm really successful with my kids. I'm really successful with my husband, but my career sucks and my spirituality sucks. But I'll leave those be. No. You can't leave them be anymore. Not in this new reality. Okay. So everybody pick your dream life. If you just have to say the words, my dream reality, whatever reality, if you lived in it, what would it be? And I'm telling you this because of the shadow work that I did with my coaches. Okay. And these healers that were working with me. And I realized the piece that was missing from my dream life that you guys are in for a wild ride was fun. And I was like, so we just need to make everything visually fun for everybody right now because it's time to stop this stupid repetition bullshit, these patterns, okay? So think of your dream reality right now. I don't care if you own a ton of real estate or you want babies and you have 10 babies and I know it sounds like a lot, but some people can't have children. I want a baby or I want to travel or I want to have, all these DMT events, but not just in the United States. I want to have them all around the world. I want all these things. Like think of what you want because what I want is not what you want. Okay, I'm sure a lot of you don't want 10 kids, right? Okay, so think of the dream reality right now. And all of you, I want you to close your eyes and repeat after me. I teleport into my dream reality now. Say it again. I teleport into my dream reality now. That's your new trailer for your dream reality, my friends. But if you don't know in detail what that dream reality is, you will repeat old movie clips. So I need you all to start thinking about this going, am I dreaming times 10? If you're not, I want you to write down your dream life and 10x, make it 10 times bigger than you can imagine with crystal clarity and then repeat. I teleport into my dream reality now. Okay, you all get that? Everybody write that down. I need you to keep saying this because we're literally in a teleportation and people are like, oh, Dawn. I'm like, watch. Watch. What's happening is you are all letting go and burning down every memory, every system, every reality that you've replayed on your Netflix special. You are the Netflix, and those are all your movies. And you're literally deleting them off your channel so that your reality is your dream reality. All the movies you watch are the ones you want to watch or you have the power to override. Okay. Okay, my friends. So let's go up to the planetary update. I am only going to touch on one thing and then I will tap into next week. There's a full moon in Sagittarius. We'll get into all that. But right now there's a huge energy that you're all feeling. You're feeling it already and it's going to be in full effect by next Thursday. And so I want everybody to understand what they're feeling. People are just feeling anxiety and anxiousness and like sudden shift here. And then all of a sudden it went wrong. And then it went over there. And then you're like, everything is so fast and intense. Aquarius. Okay. So we have what's called the Jupiter-Uranus conjunction happening right now. And they are quite the dynamic duo. They are quite powerful and they are so amazing, these planets in the sky, okay? So I want you to understand that here's the sun and they're up here, okay? And they're traveling, and you got 2 planets right now and 2 on their way to join this little party, to this conjunction. So they're sitting on top of each other, okay? They will be completely pretty soon on the 18th. So what I want you all to understand is Jupiter, travels much faster than Uranus. And Uranus kind of hangs out and takes its time to get through a constellation. But it's finally caught up with Uranus, and they're both going to catch up into the constellation of Taurus. This is a rare phenomenon that happens approximately once every 12 years. And the last time Jupiter and Uranus came together, the last time they came together in Taurus was in 1941. So this will appear now when it happens again as this global conscious, like the whole planet consciously is going to see this on a global scale, potentially impacting areas of finance, innovation, technology, and those are just a few things that those signs represent. Now, every astrologer is literally talking about this right now, right? And so they're seeing how the Uranus-Jupiter conjunction, when they say conjunct, that means they're sitting on top of each other, okay, is set to be the biggest astrological event of this year, even more than that recent solar eclipse last month in Aries, because that's going to affect us for 6 months or more, okay, into the year. It was powerful. It was giving us, remember, all self-worth, self-confidence. It bursts us into our self-value and go, wait a minute, I do need to focus the truth on me, okay? That's where that was. This is bigger than that, okay? Everyone is starting a brand new 14-year cycle that can bring in lucky opportunities, a renewed sense of freedom, a huge scale breakthroughs, even financial windfalls, and a time of new beginnings. You will not look back. It's why I'm trying to prepare you. Quit watching the bullshit movies on Netflix. And if you're gonna tap in, watch the trailer first and go, yeah, that looks super stupid or not my energy. And don't watch in your reality of your life. Oh, that person over there. Oh, that environment over there. Oh, that job over there. You have to start owning this. So personally, you guys, it's going to mark a period of innovation. You're going to find new ways to get what you want. Opportunities, expansion in your own life that may like seeming like it may be seemingly coming out of the blue. That's a Uranus Aquarian energy. Uranus is the planet with Aquarius. And it's just sunbursts of energy. Uranus is sunbursts of change, okay? This could show up as an opportunity that affects your finances as well, or your significant relationship, because Venus rules Taurus. And Venus rules money and worth and beauty and love, okay? And so now we add the planet Pluto, the planet that is the sign of, or the planet of death and regeneration, rebirthing. It's also sitting in the sign of Aquarius that Uranus rules. So if a change or a new beginning comes, it's going to be dynamic, it's going to be powerful and transformative. The area of your natal birth chart is where this conjunction happens. And it's going to give you clues to the circumstances surrounding this amazing expansion time, okay? If you don't know where Taurus is in your chart, my friends, just go to my website, tap on tools, tap the tool page, you'll see it, and you go free birth chart, run your free birth chart, okay? Open your free birth chart and look for Taurus and then see what house it sits in. Just Google 5th house. What does the 5th house mean? It'll give you all the meanings that 5th house means, or 8th house, or wherever Taurus sits. You don't need to know the degrees, it won't matter. Wherever it's sitting, wherever Taurus is ruling, that's where you're going to feel this sudden expansion in your life, okay? This will prepare you for where to expect the shift in your own personal reality, okay? So this Jupiter-Uranus conjunction is going to be a pivotal moment of freedom, expression, revolution for yourself. Each one of us has to step into me, okay? And Jupiter and Uranus are super expansive planets that encourage forward motion. And so when they join forces every 14 years, we experience breakthroughs. And so the date to pay attention to is the 23rd next week, okay? It's also, I want to say the 23rd or the 26th. I got to go look at the dates again. That's why I didn't bring it up tonight. Will be that full moon in Sagittarius. So it's going to be a doozy of a week next week. You're already feeling it. So when the sun, now on the 23rd, we've got right now Jupiter and Uranus are conjunct, but then the sun and Venus are going to join the party, and we're going to have what we would call a quadruple conjunction. My friends, this is so powerful, I can't even give words to it. And it's such a personal shift. It's a powerful personal shift within your own body, your own reality. So again, repeat after me. I teleport to my dream reality. I teleport to my dream world. I teleport to my dream parallel reality. Timeline. Just say that. I teleport to my dream timeline. You will be powerful when you jump to a timeline that you choose over an unwanted one, because you're refusing to admit that you keep repeating every lifetime in this lifetime. This lifetime is no different. It's just in a different consciousness of what we visually see. We may not be out, living on the farm in the fields, but you're still having the same emotional struggles. You're still having the same abandonment and guilt and shame and trust. All those things are still coming up, just in different environments. All the people in your reality, your family, your friends, your coworkers, your peers, they were all in these realities with you, and they're just repeating them, and you're all trading places to get each other to grow. That's it. So this is so freaking great, you guys. Okay? Everybody right here, tap it in. I am courage. I am love. I am truth. Remember, this is your thymus, your immune center. Wake it up. I am courage. I am love. I am truth. I know courage. I know love, and I know truth. I'm going to open up Q&A for a little bit here. I want you to share any repeating pattern themes that you see repeating in your own life and saying, what topic is it on? Because if you can see that, and if you can verbally just say it out loud, type it in the chat, type it in the private window here, it doesn't matter where you share it, right? But when you do, right, what happens is you start sharing with everybody else and realizing it's not about them. It's about me saying this pattern. I see it now. Once it's outside of you, right? You say it out loud, and then there it is. All right, so someone just opened up here. Are all sudden changes that burst in, are they going to be painful, but can they be good? Yes, which is what I was just sharing with the planetary update, which is what I'm sharing about your dream reality. Such a great question. Only if you want it to be. There's my simple answer. My friends, sudden changes in your reality are due to your personal demand and request to live your new dream life. You've been saying mantras, you've been shifting your reality, you've been changing your physicality, you've been changing who you hang out with, you've been doing all this work to have your new dream life. You're going to feel it in your pain physically if you don't choose to let the old, unwanted, unwelcome life go with grace. So yes, it can be very good, right? By not replaying old trailers that you aren't bringing them into your new dream reality, because it'll just pull you right back out of it. It doesn't stop you from getting it. It just says, oh, did you like that? Oh, back over here, because you have to choose. Okay. So yes, they'll all be good if you choose them to be that way. Even the painful stuff. People ask me a lot like, oh, how's your arm done? Oh, I broke my arm. I'm like, it's great because I chose that reality. It was such a blessing for me. It was unbelievable. As painful as it was, I was so grateful. It opened up so much in me. Okay. Someone says, I'm so healthy, but I'll get sick suddenly when I'm getting ready to head out of town for fun. Not always, but often. It's exhausting. This is a pattern. And this is a pattern right now where you say, right? That is where we're going. You have to say your new mantra. I teleport into my dream reality now, which your dream reality should be wrapped around. I'm healthy and full of vibrant energy and healed beyond all measure, and I have nothing wrong with me. Okay, so again, we say we're healthy, but if we have to use our body to protect us as a barrier, your body will take over. It will live those cellular memories. It will live someone telling you're not enough, you can't have what you want. It will go back there and go, see, you're right. Your body will override you. So my friends, it's super vital that you start, this is a perfect example. So someone else says, so basically you're saying filter our life like we do Netflix and accept the mini reels to save time, not falling backwards. Yes, yes, and yes. Yes, yeah. This is the best question ever because it is a complete reminder of, oh, little birdie was joining us. A complete reminder of the whole class. This is your Netflix special. You will still experience life, everybody, right? You just will quit watching any reality that isn't part of your 10x dream reality, your 10x dream timeline. The rest is just static. You won't even notice it. But we're so afraid to step in, I included. There are parts of my reality I was like just frustrated with, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's a repetition. And all I have to do every second of every moment is I teleport into my dream life timeline. I call it reality because the reality you live in is what's real to you, right? That's your real reality. That's your life. But it's really a timeline, right? It's how much time do you spend on each timeline? And I'm like, yeah, that timeline ain't gonna happen. I want the dream reality timeline. Okay, and so this is where I go, but I wanted you to all understand it's a dream. What is the reality you're living in? And when people are telling me that there's nothing I can do about this. Okay, someone just said, I was just in, Illinois. My energy drained the whole time and now back in Florida, and within a day, I'm back in good energy, back on track, knowing where my bad energy is and minimize. See, thank you for sharing this. This is so well said. Why? Because people, places, and experiences and things, places. There are some places, my friends, that are not good for you. Stop going there. She just said it like she laid it out perfectly. One place drains her and one place ignites her and expands her. So then why do we go back? So you go back limited. You only play the trailer version. You don't go and embrace the entire experience, replaying it. And I mean with people, places, experiences, locations, things, all of it. Yeah, you're going to start noticing things just, you like them, you kind of don't like them anymore, but you really like this. Things that make you happy, things that change your reality, people you want to spend time with. That's been a big one for me, right? It's such an awakening that's happening. And I want you all to understand it's your Netflix special. You are Netflix. You choose what's on special. You choose the special show they're going to play. Also, just back from a naturopath and now going to get a better health plan. Oh my gosh. See, again, choosing your reality. Now, I've been to a couple naturopaths that I was like, but because the name, I was like, oh, but it should be working. But it just didn't work for me. It wasn't the naturopath, it was just their approach or the healer or whoever. And some of them, I was like, I took one small sliver, the trailer, that was great, but the rest, no thanks. So again, there also might be a movie you start watching, and you're like, oh, I just need to finish it, see what happens. If you don't like it, turn the damn thing on. My husband laughs. I'm like, we can start it. But if we don't like it, I'm just going to turn it off and start a new one. I'll start 3 new ones if I want. And most people have a hard time doing that. Change your timeline to your dream timeline, not the timeline people keep telling you have to stay on. Does this all make sense to you guys? Does this radiate with you? Remember, what did I learn on Netflix? Oh, looks like I froze for a second, guys. Hold on. Sorry about that. Looks like my screen is freezing. One moment. Pause for a second. I'm not sure why this is happening, but okay. Am I back? Okay, so I can see myself on Facebook, so it looks like I'm still going. It's just that my screen slowed down. So this is a perfect example of, yeah, I'm still back. So I can't see any of it. My screen froze up for some reason. It'll come back, I think, on its own, right? But those of you, if you're leaving questions or comments, I can't see you. So anyway, let's see, I don't even know if I'll be able to turn you guys off. So I know I can see you guys on Facebook. So my point is that you are Netflix and you choose what's going to be on your channel. All right, so it's time. I want to remind you all to make sure you're in the Facebook group and you start inviting all of your friends and acquaintances and people to the Truth Tribe, because it's time for us to grow. Remember, if you're like, how do I start, Dawn? And some of these things you talk about, just follow the steps on my website, on my personal, on my social media channels. Right? Remember the steps to be in your full power. The first step is to learn your nature, your personality. What's your truth? That's the first one, the Zodiac wheel class. Step 2 is your nurturing. What did you learn growing up that programmed you with a bunch of bullshit? And then 3, right? What about that? What is the aspect of knowledge? What knowledge do you need to use and apply into this reality to have this dream reality? And the 4th is activation, which is again in the events and the retreats that we're doing. So again, those of you, all these links will be in the bio. If you follow me later and you are on one of the podcasts or the YouTube, I want you guys to know that the links will be in the link below. So if you want to get on any of these courses, these classes, or just find me, you can DM me anywhere. All right. So I love you all. You guys have the brightest Netflix blessings night, because this is your time to be badasses. That's who you are. Go be warriors. I love you all, and we'll see you next week. You guys have a great night. Take care.